fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Second down throw coming by Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Foster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while.
That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, Tagovailoa. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Anderson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 13-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Tua's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another catch there for Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 41 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. Here's Johnson with a reception. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Henry again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Here's Tua. It's Hill, complete.
On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Troy Apke.
And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
1st and 10, Willis.
Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Second down, here's Willis.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Alec Ingold,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, If you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustles to the line of scrimmage. Either run another play or clock it and start over again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Touchdown, Titans. Tyron Johnson, 58 yards. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Tua going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On first down, Willis.
Being chased out left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now Willis.
Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because
this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Eric Saubert, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Right there, hurt. 70 Ranger.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Henry running right. And some room to work. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And going deep for Hill.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Buying time to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
From midfield, here's Tua. Flush to his right. They complete it to Hill.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
And again, it's Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Flushed out right.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he forced this throw, nearly intercepted in the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fortunately, no turnover, but it is 4th down. Tua to throw.
Being chased out left.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Willis to throw.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
And this returnable for Hill.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now Tua.
Now he'll escape to his left.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Willis to throw.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Here's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Willis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
The Titans are moving on as we say so long.